Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Sometimes I'll actually add the Realm Reborn in like I should, but you know, details. In the last part, we helped out someone at the tavern, did a bunch of stuff in Central Thumon, and now we have access to Guildhests, the inn, and we have another main story quest to do. So let's actually... Guildhest is responsible for assigning Guildhests at the Quicksand and is offering to give an introduction to the world of LEVEQUEST. Ah, Arya, Momodi said you might come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many Guildhests available here at the Adventurers Guild? Guildhests are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term LEVEQUEST are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak to Totonoa. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first LEVEQUEST. Alright, so we will have to head to Horizon for that, but before we leave, let's talk to Momodi. Momodi of the Quicksand has board of work for a willing adventurer. Oh, come on, throat. I think it's upset about all the talking I've been doing recently. Look what the coral dragged in. Good to see you, Arya. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So, happens I know a fellow by the name of Dadanen who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thailand, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals with in, it might be he'll have some talk with the royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of the Chocobo Porter for the journey to the Horizon, if you've the gil for it, that is. You'll find the Chocobo stables just across the way from the Quicksand. Find Mimigan. He'll set you straight. Well, off you go then. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. Jeez. It's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. No, go. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. You're bugging me. It's like, okay then. Can we Chocobo there? Chocobo Porter. Hire a Chocobo Porter. No, we can. Let us take a Chocobo, because I don't feel like walking. Because I don't want to walk. So, it gave us the active help about in regards to dismounting. So, you can do that just by pressing this nice little button. It'll be on your hotbars. And it'll take you off wherever you happen to be, so long as it's a valid place to get off. Which, as long as you're on the ground like this, it is. Because they're not going to send you over a place that, well, you can't get off from. So, fortunately, this means if we want to get that one for the Silver Bazaar, we are going to have to go back there. And I'm trying to get the map open. Yeah. Oh, seriously? Seriously? We have a quest there, folks. Oh no. And I see a thing we need to kill these desert peas, the sun midge swarms. And that's all I'm seeing for now. Okay. It's not terrible. Oh my goodness, why are we like slowing down to make a turn? What was that? Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, so we actually have quite a few quests here. Hopefully. Do we... Can I... Opens by higher Chocobo Border. Nope, I have to walk to Silver Bazaar. Boobs. Alright. Hello. Arya, I presume Momodi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nearing a day goes by, the horizon is bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about, busy they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 knows there is plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use. Okay. Let's get some pants. Alright. And we can get some shoes. Yay. I'd like to deliver a message to Copperbell Mines. So happens I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste. And I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, this could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I pay my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances that it would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mine days ago. Find drunken stag and give him this notice. I can't afford any further delay. Okay. How about you? Zuzotiro has a profitable proposition for you, and he has a wristband for us. Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable and legitimate vote. Tell me, do you know what a piece is? It's the scalekin that looks like a snake, except it gets around on 4 legs. The creatures are wont to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the serpent, they're called. I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildfire to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it you're well rewarded. Okay. Now we can get a necklace from this person. Fufalupa requires your aid in apprehending a thief. Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has been filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this immorally challenged rapscallion... Sorry, I preferred 4 iron leg traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you're done, please report to my fellow Brassblade, Trechizon. He'll want to know that his traps are being put to proper use. Okay. If you insist. But we've got our leave person over here. A fine morning to you, adventurer. My name is Totonoa, and I am in charge of assigning local leaves here at Horizon. You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Excellent. Allow me to set you to your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you. Before I can permit you to undertake official duties, it is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a moment to review the task outlined in the skill leaf. Do you believe it within your capabilities? So, these are guild leaves. These are small, solo, or if you're in a group, you can do it with others. Little battles you can do for some rewards. Generally, the battle ones are actually really not worth it. They just don't give enough reward comparatively. Now, the ones for tradecraft and fieldcraft that you see here, those ones are absolutely worth it. But the battle ones is just so much better to just do regular quests and killing and other stuff. But we want to do this one. Marvelous. A word of warning. When near death, beasts are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly, lest it become a meal for its mates. Open your journal on duty in the main menu and begin the selected leave quest by pressing Initiate button. When a soft-skinned piece feels overmatched, it will flee the battle. If it reaches a certain distance, and another soft-skinned piece will appear. Leave quest objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. So you can also just happen, at least on keyboard, just press J by default, and this will do it for you. But of course, it wants us to go the way that our quests don't want us to go. Go figure. So we got our trap points right up here, and I still need to... I'll be back in. No, we're doing it. I'm doing it now. I need to attune to say the right. Always do it when you first arrive somewhere, otherwise you will regret it, because then you forget and you're like, ah, where am I missing? Why can't I go here? There we go. That's much better. I still have my sprint. Alright, let's set the first one. Seems like a really awkward place to put them, because what if, like, some random person just walks right over it? Like, they would be trapped. That seems... I mean, I get that they're, you know, trying to stop the monsters from coming in, but why not just get some guards out here? Like, seriously. Because this just seems dangerous. You know? I don't know. What do I know anyway? Let's kill a Sunmage Swarm. Because we need to. So I believe the beasts that are over here are aggro? Yes, they are aggro. I believe it is again by sight, yeah. Well, except when it turns like that, it just doesn't see me. Okay, so I need to kill 2 of the Sunmage Swarms. Just kill it before it gets it body slam off, and we also need to kill 2 of the beasts. Which of course we need to kill 4 for the quest, so... whoop-de-doo. Come on. Thank you. Alright, that's that one done, and this should finish that particular category, I'm guessing? Alright. Yep. Pugilist 10. Nope. Oh, hello, I have friends. Let's just go ahead and run right over here. I'm aware I still need to do them, but gosh dang it, I'm getting back over the Silver Bazaar. Ugh. I am getting back there. Alright, so back in the Silver Bazaar. Let's unlock this chocobo route and now talk to Fath. Oh, hello. No, not you. So close yet so far. Something has Fath found in the Silver Bazaar in a very agitated state. Those goddamn haulers, who do they think they are? I pay good coin to- you there. You're one of those task-seeking venture types, are you not? Some wares I ordered from an ul'dah merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring them no further, the lazy bastard said. Gate to the bazaar, still the bazaar. Our order ain't said nothing about no home delivery. The gall. There are 3 pieces in all. Would he be so good as to bring them to me? So yeah, we're gonna have to now carry this guy's goods to him. How exciting. I'm so glad we came all the way over here to do it. Okay, good. We don't have to go back and forth. We can just pick them all up and carry them at once. Like, come on, these are like tiny little boxes. This is like... That's not even inside the gate, that's outside the gate. Man. Alright. God, those oafs better not damage my bag. Well, have you found them yet? Yeah, they were literally, like, right there. Let's see. Yes, and yes. Excellent, everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-soaked tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. In ul'dah, even a minor misthread is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. As long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bar will have no qualms with the quality. Times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows. But Gil's harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left to this bazaar are overly proud souls with underly developed taste. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. I pray this damnable bazaar someday sinks beneath the sunset, strangle it, the sooner the better. Wait, you were the one who was like, oh yeah, we'll be here to support it no matter what, blah blah blah. Like, wow, dude. Okay, now we're done here. I'm just gonna go ahead and warp back to Horizon. So it's more than taking the chocobo. No, I'm not gonna pay. I'll just pay the gil. It's more than taking the chocobo, but it is way faster. This is the laziness coming out. Alright, we do have that we can turn in, but I'm not gonna do it quite yet. I do actually need to make sure I upgrade gear. See, look, someone's gonna run right over those traps. Like, really. Alright. Let's finish off this quest that I kind of was like, oh yeah, I need to kill 4, and then I killed 2 and ran off. Hooey. Short-term memory. What is it? So, this kind of attack, you'll see it has in an area it will hit, but it also has this like eye icon over it. That means if you're in that area, you have to not be looking at the enemy. But additionally, you can just move out of it. However, there are going to be some attacks where it will not have that area, and it'll be everywhere in the field. You just have to look away from the enemy. But that's going to be much later. It's not something we have to deal with yet. Alright. Hello, drunken stag. How are you? What do you want? Tatanen's product? Final notice. He can all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Well, you know, I should have taken... These are actually better because they have the additional stats on them. Shoot. Yeah, these have slightly better stats with that vitality and the critical hit on them. So this gives us another side quest, as well as give it to me raw. Need someone to retrieve the raw Nasha site he dropped outside the mines. The product you heard that and going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw Nasha site. I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out even. But then them 12 damn goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before, and hungry only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beast. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my Nasha site? Not that I really have a choice. I mean... So Tord Whisper at Copperbell Mines has lost his mining tools. Oh no. Adventurer, please, a moment if you would. Do you mean to go into the mines? Yes, I guess I do. I fled for my life when the goblins came, and only now realized I left my tools behind. Please, you must retrieve them for me. My sharpened pickaxe, old hammer, and a heavy sledgehammer. Without them, my life is as good as over. Alright. These people are good at dropping stuff while fleeing, apparently. I don't know why, but they are. So we've got some bombs in here, but they are not going to smack our faces in, thankfully. Not this time, anyway. So yeah, when you see the meteor icon over an enemy like this, it does mean it is for main story. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but there you go. Alright. Do this and see if I can do it before I lose my combo. I did. Cool. Keep my little bit of speed up here. Silly me not using stun. So I'm all like, oh yeah, stun. Sledgehammer. Hello. And our last ore mound. Let's stun it. There we go. See? I know how to stun. I don't know how to take advantage of it, but hey. Oh, right. I have to find the old hammer and the natrashite. Ow. I just have to find the old hammer. Alright. Let us head back and turn in these couple of quests. Because they're too lazy to walk into this area with non-aggroing enemies to get back their stuff. These NPCs, I'm telling you. Here's your items. It's always, for me, it's just faster to like do the right click and then do it from here instead of trying to drag them all over. God's bless you, you found them! Oh my beauties, I thought I'd lost you forever. Mine's all I've ever done, that's all I know. With Copperbell what it is now, it's time to move on elsewhere, but without my tools, I just couldn't. I can't thank you enough, friend. You've done more for me than you could ever know. And Drunken Stag. How did you fare, friend? Did you find it? I did. Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones, and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nanasha on Nasha, who once ruled as a sultana. This should save Dunedin from his trouble if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste. What's my hat look like? Alright, well, we will get another point. We'll get a point of direct hit and vitality. So, stats. Direct hit and critical hit are sort of the same, but not. Direct hit is like, they can go on together or they can go separate when you do an attack, and it's always just chance. But it definitely is they're definitely some of the most important stats for your fighters. You should repay your kindness with some useful information. Thank you. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? And I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midgets have been harassing travelers along the road, connecting Horizon to here. It sounds so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. I find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midgets could be so troublesome, they don't even aggro. Then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. Okay, maybe they aggro chocobos. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fufulupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble and maybe even offer you more work. Okay, now we have to kill more of the swarms because this is just how it goes, I guess. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Now, see, if I was on, like, one of my higher level classes, that would help that poor person who's struggling over there. However, I could probably help, maybe. No, they're fine. They're fine. There was one literally up there. I'm not going all the way up there. I need to kill 4, though. These are, like, not even on the road. They're, like, on the side of the road. What the heck? I swear. Alright, that one's there, but there's 2 right here, and that piece is probably going to smack my face in. If I were to take a guess. It's very likely, honestly. Maybe not. Maybe I can avoid it. Yeah, I think we're getting out of this scot-free. Alright, cool. Never mind. This one's on me. I spoke too soon. Dang it. So close. So close. I am gonna go over to the other side real quick and do that leave quest before I turn in stuff. Just because it's like bugging me that it's over there and it's not done. Like, really? Like, okay. So there's a Moogle here, there's our shop and repairing. Because our gear is upgrading so fast, we generally do not really need to repair at this level. Also, I need to upgrade my hat. Because we got those slightly better stats. Which is like a few more HP for me. The amounts at this level are just really, really low. So it's not going to be like something to really write home about. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this up and hit initiate. Your home point is not set to an 8th right in this area. If you return to your current home point at any time during it, you will automatically abandon duty. So that's just telling me, hey, you haven't set your home point here, but it's fine. So we can adjust the difficulty. Changing classes or using one above the recommended level may reduce experience. So, however, we can set the difficulty up to 4 levels above the normal level. So, like, right now it's telling us, hey, you could do it level 13. So let's go ahead and do it level 13. So we need to defeat a soft skin beast. I'm probably going to try and use stun to keep it from running. Go ahead and also use that and get out of that cold gaze. Ouch. Okay, well that was pretty easy. So after you finish these, they will automatically offer you to go back to the NPC who gave it to you, at least for the battle ones. But still, don't recommend really doing these too much. I'm just doing this because it's gonna unlock stuff. Alright, but of course you've triumphed. Here's your well-earned reward. Alright, so we get a bonus depending on our speed and the difficulty, so we get basically double the experience and a bit more gil. Still, given your stellar performance, I see no reason to deny you our official leaves. An industrious individual like yourself could earn a great deal of coin here in the horizon. So, we get more experience just from finishing that. However, he has another quest called Simply the Hest, and now we get city-state leaves. Tilton Noah believes you are ready to join a Guildhest. While I heartily encourage you to partake in my guild leaves, should you seek a different sort of challenge, you might also consider joining a Guildhest. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Battle Warden Last Rabbit. I will inform her of your success against the peace so that there are no doubts as to your abilities. You know, I'm just that good, I guess. You needn't say a word, adventurer. I could hear Tilton Noah quite well from here. As this would be your first time joining us, allow me a moment to explain in detail just exactly what a Guildhest entails. More than a simple leaf quest, but not quite as realm-shaking as a grand company outing, Guildhests will test your ability to work together with a small party of battle companions that overtake not-so-small obstacles. The duty is taxing, but the coin is decent, and you will be helping maintain the safety of Eorzea and the well-being of our citizens. If what I described appeals to you, pray speak to me again to join a Guildhest. So these are more so their training stuff to kind of teach you different elements. However, they're really, really poor training things. But, you know, Guildhests are now available. Greetings, adventurer. I'm a battle warden dispatched by the Adventurers Guild tasked with recruiting volunteers to participate in operations by the quaint moniker Guildhest. Joining a Guildhest. So this will pull up the duty finder. However, you can normally also just pull this up, at least on keyboard, by pressing the U key. And we have the ability to do the first one, basic training enemy parties. So this is going to teach battle. This battle will exercise your ability to manage multiple parties of enemies. Learn to draw single attacks from groups using ranged attacks and engage them in locations far out of the line of sight of other creatures. I can already tell you that's not how it's going to be done. So this is the duty finder. This is how you go into instance content. You can see all these different various tabs here, which thankfully are not giving away what they all are. You can see all these various things on here, and that's good. Your different categories and all that. It's one of the bread and butter parts of this game. So let's hit join and see how bad it is. Less than 5 minutes. So that's just the average. It can take less than 5 minutes is just the lowest it can go, and the highest it can say is more than 30 minutes. There are some things that will always say more than 30 minutes, and it's usually a sign, do not queue this way anyway. However, less than 5 minutes usually is not too bad, but you can just, while you're waiting for this, you can just go ahead, go about your business, do other stuff, and eventually it'll come up once it discovers enough people, because you need a tank, someone in a tank role, someone in a healer role, and two people in a DPS role. I feel one of the DPS roles, it's the most common role out there because there's so many. There's like 10 of them right now. And there's just so many of them, so many people play them that they're, with very few exceptions, they're like always the first to fill. So if you want to get through stuff fast, you'll typically want to be a tank or a healer, but they are obviously the more difficult classes, which is why less people play them. That's not to say like DPS can't have difficult jobs and stuff. Sometimes like the entire battle can hinge on the DPS doing the right thing. Oftentimes it's the healers and the tanks doing the right thing. Set those traps up for Foofaloopa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who... Thall's balls in the knapsack. Are those my legs in front of the gate? My leg traps in front of the gate? A traitor's chokeable could step right into that. That's exactly what I've been saying! I better disarm those things before someone abhorrent is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Foofaloopa, you see. It certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly. So let's go ahead and grab a new necklace. And that finishes up that quest. And... oh, there's... I'm like, where the heck? Where the heck was this NPC again? It's right here. That's 4 eyes of the serpent I want. Slay as many pieces as it takes to procure them. Yes, I've got them. Hello. The eyes, my thanks, adventurer. What do I mean to do with these things, you ask? Why, sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemic concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. And these gemstones happen to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. Peace aren't found in the Black Shroud. You see, as a merchant, it's my job to know such things. And that thing just popped while I am here. And now I'm level 14, so let's go ahead and toss on mine. We'll go ahead and just hit commence. And it looks like we're still waiting for the healer to respawn. So yeah, once it's come up, you have to wait for every person to respawn. If they don't respond in time, then it's like 45 seconds, I think it is. Then they will no longer be available. And so this is going to be our introduction to group content, essentially. Oftentimes, oh wow, we actually have 4 new players. I was about to say, oftentimes, you will end up with what's called a mentor. And there are like people who have hit level 80 on a tank, a healer, and a DPS role, and have followed the qualifications to do so. It looks like, yeah, our tank is... alright, not too bad. Like I said, these are pretty easy overall, so it's like, eh. Alright, so this one is going to have 6 enemies in it. Unfortunately, we don't have any area of attack effect to deal with these. The tank does, but none of the DPS actually do. The tank does because it helps them, you know, gain their aggro on all the enemies. And I'm doing absolutely horrible positionals while I'm trying to talk. Let's just say, I am not used to trying to talk while actually having to do positionals right now. It's okay. It's okay. I am a newbie here. It's definitely not that my main character is a mentor or anything, which is why I know that. So now they're teaching us about player commendations. Commendations are a thing you can give to someone you thought did an exceptional job at the thing. I'm usually pretty bad about doing it unless I think someone really, really did well at it. And yeah, so we got a reward. We got a bunch. We got the 3,400 experience total between our completion bonus and the base bonus. Once you've done these once, they are worth basically no experience. Let's just put it that way. These things are really, really bad experience, and I'm in some ways honestly shocked they are actually still in the game. Like, they're just really, really poor teachers and all that. So this also has introduced us to a thing called the duty roulette. We only have one available right now, that being the duty roulette. Guildhest. Duty roulettes give a daily bonus of experience and gil, and they will also have an adventure in need thing available. Typically, it's tank. If it's not tank, it's typically healer. There's one kind that is usually DPS, but it's typically tank and healer. Almost always tank, though. So, on that note, let's go ahead and cue our second one we have here, which is actually under the armor. Bachman, a wandering remnant trapped in the corporeal realm, has reclaimed his legendary suit of armor and now waits silently near the Tamtar Deep Crop for anyone who would challenge him. Not only does the undead knight brandish a massive blade capable of incapacitating multiple victims in one fell stroke, but when threatened, Bachman will summon his decaying minions from the pits of the seventh hell, defeat the restless spirit, and send them back to the life stream where he may, at long last, find peace. So, yeah, this is just a single target focus one. However, there are going to be additional enemies that will start spawning. So I'm going to go ahead and queue this, and then in the meantime, I'll go ahead and finish up work on the story, because, well, we're going to have to wait for more people. Greetings, salutations, adventure. What do I owe this? What? You've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? If so, there is much and more you can do to help here. Okay, I'm gonna take a guess and say this has more stats than my current body. Actually, no, it is literally the exact same piece I already have. So I'm gonna grab the Gil. If it's all the same. So, last letter of hope wants you to track down a missing courier. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leo Frick is stationed there. Ever since he was transformed, we've exchanged letters. Transferred! Oh my god. We've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive a reply. And so I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thalon, or the press blades that patrol the roads between here and the Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she surely would have delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. Suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thalon. With luck, you will find her quickly. Alright, let us go ahead. Oh, we've got more side quests. I have to check the Silver Bazaar, you know. So we do need to go back to Central Thalon. Let's go ahead and talk to this buddy. Has a task for an unoccupied adventurer. Well, you know, I'm just waiting. That's all. Looking for a task to fill your day, adventurer. I may have just a thing if you're not feeling squeamish. Here's a job. I need you to draw 4 bottles worth of blood from the mongrels that roam to the south of here. Once you have enough, take the foul fluid to a brass blade by the name of Danonzo. You should find him somewhere along the road out of Horizon, bemoaning his terrible misfortune, no doubt. Happy hunting. Okay. So, where all are we going? We're going over there and then over there. So, let us... Oh. And there is our queue. Let's go ahead and say yes. While we wait for this last DPS to respond, I will make it over to basically where our quest is. So, yeah, this is just going to be mainly a focus on the main boss. However, like I said, there are going to be ads, but they're almost definitely going to be ignored. They're pretty much always actually ignored. It is just way easier to just focus on the boss and not really deal with the ads. I mean, that's what you're supposed to. And this slide is also like trying to tell you about positionals, you know, the thing we've already gone over like 10 times, but it's really just because, you know, we've been solo this whole time. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way. Alright. And now it's like, oh hey, this one's unlike the last. These are going to stay out of range and be casting. And yeah, everything is just going to vanish once you kill Mr. Bachman. This is pretty much the easiest one. This one is notorious for some people spamming it in some cases. I say it's the easiest one simply because, like, there's less to do compared to the other one. So, it's just like, wake me when it's done. I don't remember what level the third one unlocks, so I want to say we didn't... Yep, we cannot access it. We need level 15 enemy strongholds. So, yeah, I will... in terms of roulettes, because it's, like, always going to be content that I've always done, I'm just going to do those while not recording, just to get that little bit of experience, maybe use it for, like, other classes and working on them and stuff. Then... Anyway, let's go ahead and beat up some dusty mongrels. And then we can head on over to Central Thanalan once we turn this in. And so these are also aggroing enemies. This one just happened to see me out of the corner of his eye. Gee, thanks. And... 2 more, which are right here. Thanks to them doing that little move, I can at least try and do some positionals. And also take advantage of that. Alright, one last one. And let's head on back. Oh, right. We don't have to head back. We have to head to the NPC who's literally at the gate of where we need to go. Excellent. Let's see. Alright. It is very difficult for me to talk and type at the same time, so I'm just like passing on some messages, and it's like, I can't talk and type. I'm really bad at it. My brain just cannot do it. What do you want with me then? I have some blood for you. This mongrel will have to thank the gods. Now I can finally head back to Horizon. Mongrels are the natural enemy of most other predators, you see. Throw their thick blood onto a fire, and the resulting stench will send beastkin fleeing for malms around. Makes light work of our patrol as long as we have a steady supply of the nasty stuff. No wager you can guess which breastplate picked the short straw to kill mongrels this time around. But thanks to you, I'm off to enjoy a hot meal in the tankard. May Thal's golden halls await you in the afterlife. Jeez, all I did is bring you some blood. But, okay, I mean... Alright, so there is... We can see where our marker is. So let's go ahead and head on over there. See here. Yep, there it is. You can see a little chocobo with him. Hello. Huh? A leather eye. I've got Foofaloopa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon. Now I've got to attend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts can fester if ignored. Foofaloopa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Okay, if you insist, we will do that. Yep, so you can see it. They're right on the map. So, goodness me, it is very tempting to just warp there to Blackbrush and then walk the rest of the way. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay strong. Stay strong. Alright, so now on the other side of Blackbrush Station, speaking is difficult, so I need to do a thing over here. Alright. Meant to do this, yes, the last time it was one of the last times I was recording and I just didn't. Alright. Hello, Leo Frick. Just passing through where you'll be staying a while. I have a letter for you. Foofaloopa sent you all this way because of a letter. That boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The breastplate doesn't give a Kakiran's arse about the settlement. No one in ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken adventure. The refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now, for your own good, leave. Jeez. pushy. So what do? You give me a bunch of quests. But hey, I'm level 15, so now we could also head back to ul'dah and pick up some more, or do our next folk quest. So we've got fringe benefits, here today, gone tomorrow, and alternative medicine. However, I think this is a good place to call it good for now. So next time we will apparently stay here. Stay here a while, because like they're gonna be like, here, I have a bunch of quests, and it's like, okay, sure. So also we now have access to that next Guildhest, so that's cool. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Continue. I can't speak. Consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps for keeping content like this. You can find the link for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Seriously, why do I always do this? Why do I always have trouble speaking? And it's something I've said 1,000 times probably.